Welcome to the Midnight Lounge. You can come on down to the Midnight Lounge. Sit on down, have a drink. You're at the Midnight Lounge. Take off your pants at the Midnight Lounge. Yeah.
What is going on, Midnight Crew? We back again for another installment episode of the Unnamed Podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look, I said I wasn't gonna do it. I was thinking, I was like, man, should I record a new podcast? Or should I delay it a little bit? And I was like, no, I gotta give the people what they want. I can't keep them waiting. I can't do that to them. I gotta stay on it. I can't slack off now. We're 10. This is episode 11. We're already 11 episodes deep into the show. I can't stop the momentum. This train is running. So here I am. I'm bringing you another episode, and this one is not gonna be the usual episode because we're kind of gonna go off the rails a little bit today. We're gonna go off the rails. We're not gonna go on our typical journey today. We are going to be doing something a little bit different today, and my dog is gonna start barking in the background here pretty soon because she sees someone walking outside. But in today's episode, I figured we would talk about the weather, because the weather lately has been very, very strange, and not just because of the weather, right, but what's happening in these storms that is kind of making me wonder what is truly going on, right? So 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 right, so let's talk a little bit about the weather, right? The weather, at least for me, where I am right now, has been really weird. I get, the monsoon season is among us, and we're bound to have some really strange weather and some storms rolling in, right? But it's not just where I am, right? It's in other places around the world and around the United States that have been experiencing like these unusual storms, like these storms that you you haven't really seen in that area before. It's really strange, and it's crazy because I've seen videos of, like, especially here in Arizona, like, we don't really typically see a lot of like rain. We don't see a lot of like thunderstorms. We don't see a lot of like that. We see more of like dust storms and windiness, and like, cloudy days with, dust storms. But we rarely see like where it, a thunderstorm. You rarely see rain over here. So it's been weird because the past couple weeks it's kind of been off and on. I know for like 4 days straight, there was, some thunderstorms, and there was some rainfall that was coming down, which is, kind of odd because we don't really get that in our area. And as far as for, other parts of the world, I mean, I've seen, like, people getting like tons of rain, or people that are supposed to be getting rain that have not received any rain, have just gotten like, dust storms. And then I've seen people that like will post a video of tornadoes just coming out of the blue. Like, it's crazy. But another thing I do want to talk about is not just how crazy the weather is in these different climates of the world, but what is actually in these storms. So a video just got released and went viral lately of a strange looking cloud over the Phoenix area. That's where I am, in the Phoenix area, and it looks, and I've seen this video before, but it's just now gone viral. It looks kind of very similar to like a saucer. like a flying saucer. And this isn't the first time that I've seen strange things in like these storms and clouds. I've seen many videos from different places of storms that have been putting off like these really like weird lights, or like how do I explain it, like just really strange looking clouds, um things that look like they're flying in and out of the clouds, like just really strange activities in these storms. Like, granted, it could be, lightning, but I saw a video that was posted nearby me, that it was from a thunderstorm that we had just recently, and they were driving along, I guess, the highway or something like that, and were filming the storm, and there was this bright, like orange light, like really, really bright orange light that was just strobing, and it wasn't coming from like the sky area, it was coming from like the ground, like near the ground, like a very a low altitude kind of like plane, like if it was to barely either land or take off, like very low altitude, but it was staying in one spot, and it was just flashing, like strobing very slowly, like this really, really bright uh orange like hue color. And it wasn't lightning, even though I know we had lightning and thunder. It wasn't that, because lightning itself is not very orangish. Like, it doesn't have like an orange or bright orange color. Like, there's no way. And lightning, for it to strike as much times as this light thing was giving, there would have been no possible way that it could have done that. There's just no way. So it's weird to kind of see that. And this is not just in my area, it's in every aspect of the world. I mean, I've seen videos across, the big pond, as you would say, of videos of storms or cloudy days that have had like these really weird uh orb looking things like floating above like the clouds. And I don't know, because it's hard to really tell nowadays if things are fake, if it's like a photo proof kind of thing, if it's like an edited kind of video. But they make it look like really realistic. And I remember there was this one where they were driving along the road, or they were like in a parking lot somewhere, and they had like a visual like above the clouds, because it was like a very low passing cloud, and you can like kind of see like on top of it, it was kind of coming in from afar, and there was like this really bright like orb that kind of looked like one of those things that you would see in a movie, like this big orb that's kind of like lightning looking, like there's like a bunch of like electricity like kind of forming around it, and it's giving off like that little electricity orb vibe thing, kind of like what you would see like in an Avengers movie or something, like a superhero movie. Like it was giving off that type of effect. And there's been a lot of videos recently that have come out with that type of thing in like these. And it's usually whenever it is like in a storm. It's never whenever it's like a cloudy day, or it's never when it's a sunny day. It's never when it's nighttime. It's like during these storms. It's during like these thunderstorms where it is raining, where it is lightning, where it is thundering. Like it's weird. It's really weird, and I don't know what to make of it, because I mean, you see something like that on on a video, and you know and happening to see that in real life. I mean, I went outside a couple times, to let my dog out to use the bathroom while it was a storming. And for me, I love watching lightning, and I love hearing the thunder. And I was just kind of just looking at where the lightning and thunder was coming from, and it was just very odd looking to me. It was very odd looking. It wasn't like lightning that I was used to seeing, and lightning that I had known growing up. It was very unusual, like the way that it was coming down, the shapes that it was making, the the strong flashes that it was giving off. Like it was really strange looking to me, and it was very rapid too, like legit one right after the other of just lightning strikes coming down, but you would only hear like one thunder per like strike. Like you wouldn't hear, you would think you would hear like every time it would strike, but you would only hear one type of thunder. There wasn't like a mixture of thunder. So I found that very, very weird, because it was like that for a couple hours. I mean, the storms would come pretty much every day for about 4 or 5 days straight. But in this one occasion that I was outside just looking at it, I mean, I was very like thrown off by it, because it was just constant lightning strikes, but you would only hear one thunder noise. There wasn't multiple noises, coming, thunder wise. Like it was just very weird. And, then a couple days later, I'm seeing all these videos on TikTok, and people are getting like these very strange looking clouds. People are getting, like these orb things. People are getting like unusual, like lighting flashes. And I mean, it's real crazy. And I don't know how this really correlates to how strange the weather has been in the world, but I find it really weird that these things only happen in storms. They don't happen as frequent when it's not storming in places. It's really weird, and to see places that are getting like volcano or not volcanoes, tornadoes. They're getting tornadoes when it's like not really a place where you would really typically see a tornado to really happen, or it's not that time of the season for a tornado to really happen either. It's kind of weird to see that aspect also. It's I don't know. It's just strange to me to really see all this kind of taking place, and it's I don't know. It throws me off. It really just throws me off to just knowing how storms work growing up as a kid. You got the usual rain, you got the thunder, you got the lightning. Every time a lightning strikes, you would hear the thunder right afterwards, depending on how close you were. It might take a couple seconds, but you would hear the lightning strikes. And we even had a possible tornado warning over here in the Phoenix area just a couple um, days ago, and that's something you don't hear. I forgot what part. I think it was like the southern part of Phoenix, I believe, and we had like a tornado like warning, like a tornado kind of funnel starting, and it was very weird. It's something that you don't see over here. You don't hear of tornadoes really forming in Phoenix. And what's crazy is how there's a thing called the Phoenix Lights, of aliens. People are saying that they have been seeing what appears to be like the second coming of these Phoenix Lights. Now, I have not witnessed these things. Anytime I go outside with my dog, and that is every night, I tend to look up at the sky to see what I can see, because I do have visual on majority of the sky, and I can see very clearly of, whenever it's a clear night, or even when it's a cloudy night, like I still have a good visual of like what is in the sky. And I have myself have not seen like really anything unusual, like what I've seen in TikTok videos or in Instagram videos. But the strangest thing was that thunderstorm incident that I was telling you about. But as far as these Phoenix Light things, I have not. I can't confirm it. Like I can't confirm it. All I can do is just take the video and watch it, but I can't really confirm because I haven't seen it myself. Like I haven't experienced that type of event with my own two eyes. So I can't confirm if it's legit or not. They might have just edited the video because again, it's 2022. Editing a video is a big major thing that people do nowadays to kind of trick people into getting more views and everything. And so it's kind of hard to dictate whether it's real or not. And I kind of just tend to take it with a grain of salt. Like, okay, I mean, this kind of looks interesting, but I don't think it's legit. But the more that I like read the comments, and the more that I see it, and I get different what's the word, different perspectives, like different people shooting it from different angles and stuff. The more it's like, okay, now this is kind of weird. At first I'm like disregarding it, like, okay, maybe, that's just, another edited kind of video. But then whenever I see other people posting of their perspectives with their phone and their own account and have no correlation with, these other accounts, I'm like, okay, there's something going on here. And that's where I was like, like, we're experiencing strange weather, and then these videos tend to take place when there's strange, unusual weather going on. I just find it really, really weird. But again, I can't confirm, if, at least in my area, if these events that people are posting about are legit or not. I don't have any proof, but all I know is that these thunderstorms the other day, from what I saw, was just really just throwing me off. Like I said, I mean, I just could see the lightning strikes just over and over and over, and was just not really hearing the thunder like sound back from these strikes. And I just found it really weird. And then, like a couple days later, I'm seeing videos of the storm posted on TikTok that were on my For You page. And, it's the same storm as, the day before or the 2 days before. And they're seeing all these like strange things. And I'm like, what? Okay, what is going on? So I just found it really, really odd. If any of you listening to me right now have experienced some strange, weird things going on in your neck of the woods, during a storm, or even if it's out of the storm, maybe it's just a cloudy day, maybe it's just a windy day, maybe it's just a sunny day, maybe it's just a regular day, and you just find something unusual about whatever's in the sky. Because I've also seen videos too, doesn't have to correlate with weather whatsoever, but I've seen videos of people that have been posting like these planes that look like they're just stuck in one place in the sky. I don't know if you guys have seen these videos, but I've seen a ton of videos of like these planes, like big planes, like these, 747, Boeings, like that would fit about 200 people inside, have just like stayed still. Like if there were drones in the sky, just in one place in the sky, just not moving whatsoever. And I get how sometimes, a certain angle that you get it at, will make a certain object feel like, it's staying in one place when it's actually moving, and it's just the angle. But I've seen multiple videos from multiple angles of this like happening. Like it's not just one video. I make sure to research and see if anyone's experienced the same thing, and see if there's other videos of that same kind of incident just in a different area. And yeah, I mean, sure enough, I would find videos of the same incident with different perspectives and different angles, and I'm like, that is very odd. Like either planes got a new feature that we had no idea about, or there's something else going on here. But anyways, that has nothing to do with weather. I just thought I'd kind of throw that out there because, again, there's some weird stuff going on in the sky, and I'm not gonna say that it's like alien, extraterrestrial type stuff, but what I am saying is there's something unusual going on that is just unexplainable. And for me, to kind of talk about this, I would want like a second opinion about this. I would want someone else's perspective about that. So please, if you happen to have seen, have witnessed, or down the line you do witness an event kind of strange like this, let me know. Send me a video, send me a picture, send me a voice memo about this. Like send me something that says that I'm not the only one, and that I'm not crazy for like witnessing and seeing all these crazy things. Because I'm telling you, that storm, I have never seen anything like that, where it was just striking just left and right, and I was not hearing the thunder for these strikes. It just wasn't making sense to me. And I mean, it was pretty close by, so I don't want to hear no one saying that, oh, it's probably because the storm was far away, so you're not going to hear it. No, it was close by, like within 5 miles. Like that is close enough to hear what is going on, okay? So just let me know. All right. I know this is a kind of a weird episode. I kind of wanted to just talk about it. Okay. Make it a little bit of a fun episode, something out of the usual, something, that could get our topics going in the comments and things like that. Cause I know the majority of people that listen to my podcast actually listen to it on YouTube. So I think it'd be a good discussion starter on my channel. Also, before I leave for the day, because this is the end of the episode, I don't have too much else to talk about storm or weather-wise. I do want to remind you guys that I am sponsored. Not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. I am partnered with Killer Jerky. And it is amazing. Right now, with all your orders, you get 10% off using promo code midnightlunatic. Link is in the description. Promo code is also in the description. I'm telling you, their jerky, man, look, they don't just sell jerky, they sell candy too. So all you gamers that need something to snack on while you're gaming, I mean, it's all kind of gamer related. The names on there, Nuked Up, and there's a lot of funny names on there that are all gamer related. And the candy as well. I mean, the candy is it's just regular gummy candies, but man, I'm telling you, they look delicious. And the prices of these jerkies, they're not too bad. Most jerkies, as I believe I stated before, are pretty expensive, but with Killer Jerky, you're getting a bag for about $9, and that's not bad of a price. And you also save 10% off using my promo code. So go ahead, go down in the description, click the link, go grab a bag of jerky, maybe 2, maybe 3. They do have bundles as well. They even have merch, so if you want to go ahead and buy some merch from them, you're more than welcome to do that also. And I'm pretty sure if you use, again, Midnight Lunatic in the promo codes, you will get 10% off, because it's just that amazing. And also for all my fellow content creators, if you also want to be affiliated partners with Killer Jerky, there's also a application link on their website for you to also apply as well. But anyways, that is all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Storms, weather, weird weather events, crazy. Let me know if you guys experienced this. As stated before, let me know. It's crazy. It's a crazy time, man. It's a crazy time. But anyways, I am out. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.